everybody, I'm sorry for a very long time in making videos. It was just getting all the parts together. As you've seen before, you have seen my forks connector, but this one is now negative, representing the black bar there. So that's my negative bar. This little setup, hopefully in the future, might be going into a vehicle or a trailer, but not on the quad bike. This is going to be in a vehicle or trailer, depending on how I feel. For today's setup, I have got a 5 amp fuse and a 15 amp fuse, and this fuse box is live, going directly into the fuse box, and negative going into the negative bar, which is then divided by the 10 on the slots. So 10 slots in my negative bar represents the 10 positives on my fuse box. So the first one on the fuse box is a 5 amp, which is going to my 5 volt USBs, which is here. And it has a voltmeter just under the screen there, which you'll see in a little bit. You have got a 12 volt remote control receiver here, but this one is now white and not black like my usual ones. Same little remote controls, 2 off, same distance, or 300 and something odd feet away. You'll know the measurements in the previous videos. That 12 volt receiver goes out the door, goes down this cable to these two sockets. Now you do get these sockets with 12 volt plugs on them, and a 5 volt USB by there. But I took the 5 volt USB out for another project which was so long ago I can't find it anymore. But I still got the two 12 volt sockets, which do work, and they are working properly, which I was happy about. Now, for a quick second of me just pausing the video to connect the battery to the setup using these crocodile clips. Just give me a second to do that. While I'm doing that, and let you concentrating on the setup here. Right, now they're connected, which I will show you briefly. There is power due to the 12 volt reader on my USBs. So that means this whole entire setup is now working. The receiver's working, so that means those sockets are working. When there's a green light appears in 3, 2, 1, green light on, green light off. Same with the other so there's a remote control, so you can see what I'm doing. On and off. So it's a temporary little setup. In the future, when I find my sockets, these two sockets here will be left as they are, but I will add maybe here another one of these 5 volt sockets just tapped on here, and another 2 of those 12 volt sockets, one there and one there, maybe across like that line off, or maybe along here somewhere. But I'll let you comment down below if you want me to put them on the A side, on the same side as my 5 volt fuse, maybe one on the B side, which is the back, maybe one there, or another one here on the C side. So if you want me to put it on C, comment C. If you want me to put it on B, comment B. If you want me to put it on A, comment A. So A, B, C, whichever one you think would be suitable for another one of these and another two of those. If you're going to go for one of these, A, B or C, comment down below for one of them. For two of them, you've only got the option, for the 12 volt sockets, you've only got the option of B and A for the 12 volt sockets. But for the 5 volt socket, the second one is all three. So you've got A, B and C for a 5 volt socket. Okay. So 5 amps covers my 5 volt socket. 15 amps for the time being will cover the 12 volt sockets. I have got 8 more 8 more positives. So I've got 8 more fuses, which are 8 more positives, and I've got 8 more negatives to join up with those positives. So that's a quick video for today. The tools I use for this setup is a trusty voltmeter, a pair of wire snips, or nail snips, whatever the people call them, my trusty wire strippers and cutters and crimpers, my trusty screwdriver, which you can say is trusty because if I tip it upside down it'll fall out. I've got Phillips 1 head or Phillips 2. If I pull it out, I've got flathead 1 and there's a flathead 2. So there's basically a 4-in-1 screwdriver, which I can't put back together one-handed. I used to, but I can't do it anymore. For wiring the 12 volts to a longer cable, I use these, which I've got tiny little bits of solder in the center, so you can see the two blue markers, and then that little silver bit is solder. So you basically heat it up, and then as you're heating it up with a heat gun, it will melt the solder around the connection, which are under these heat shrinks. I do go fancy, and I have got myself a heat gun, which is on a D.Morris battery. It is a good little heat gun, I admit this is very handy. You've got high and low settings, and trigger lock. So that's my little video for today. I hope you enjoy, and I can't wait to see your comments for where I'm going to put my 5 volt or my two 12 volts. I could put a 5 volt fuse here at the front, but I've decided to put something else there in the future. So this front end is off limits for now. So comment down below for the 5 amp 5 volt socket. So you just say 5 volt socket on A, B or C for 5 amp 5 volt socket, or for the two extra 12 volts you got B and A for the two 5 volts, because you've already got one on C. There is this connect setup you can get in Amazon. I can't find the link, I have looked, otherwise I would have linked to the video below. But you can get that sort of setup, which is handy. You've got spades, a few different things in there, so it's handy to have like a setup you can carry around with you at all times. So you can get a voltmeter on Amazon. I've got 3 for my room, my vehicle and my bike, so I've got 1 on each vehicle and 1 in my room. I could try and show you how the voltage are working on these. If you just give me a second, I'll quickly show you that both of these are working. I'm only going to show you one of these because it's going to be hard to show you two. But the positive of all 12 volt sockets is usually the center. You've got to aim directly for the center so you don't short circuit anything. And the negative is the outer ring. Okay? So doing this one-handed is not easy, but I'm going to try and do it two-handed at the same time as holding the phone, which is my camera. So I've got to aim directly for the center of 1. I've got to aim directly for the outer ring for 2. And you don't get to see anything. Aren't I clever? Right, try again. So, put that on top of that. There you go. Do it that way. So, I'm going to try and aim center without hitting anything else but the center. I'm going to hit the outer ring so that you guys can see the voltage. Wait a second. What's going on here? There's no voltage. That's a good sign, because then that means my remote control receiver is working. Now if I turn that on, now you should see voltage. So if I put the red one back to the center, the black one the outer ring, and you should get a voltage. There you go. So now you can see that the remote control receiver is on, and it's sending power to these 12 volts. And if you turn it off, now they're both not working, which you saw before I noticed that I made a mistake. There you go. Some of you are asking what I look like. There are videos of me face reveals. If you're new to this, I will try and show you with what I got using my phone. So I'm just going to quickly show you. I haven't had a good enough shave, but I am the person behind the videos. And back to my system. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to comment down below. If you think there's anything I've missed, please let me know.